So you've adjusted the neck and you've gotten all the notes to buzz evenly up and down the neck, or not buzz, whichever way you want to term it. And at that point you have to assess as to whether the action is too high or too low for you. And after you've gotten the notes to buzz or not buzz equally, the next step is to raise or lower the bridge to your personal preference.
And what would your preference be on this guitar?
On this one, I would probably, after I've adjusted the neck for my personal preference, which lowers the action. I took bow out of the neck, which lowers the action.
Right.
And I've got it to buzz evenly for my particular playing style. I would probably raise it just a hair because I don't like the buzz or rattle if I was to get a little excited and hit it a little hard.
Okay.
So, and that's just done by means of thumb screws.
You just turn those with your hand.
You turn them with your hand if you can. Some of them are a little bit stiff, and one of the things that I do advise if you have a guitar like this is to take it out, take the whole thing apart, and lubricate the stud where it sits into the anchor.
What do you lubricate that with, Ed?
I use a Radio Shack oil. It has Teflon in it. Comes in a nice little handy tube. And I also use that for lubricating the nut slots, which I'll get into in a minute too. But it's not messy at all, and all you really need is a tiny little drop in there, and it really helps you to be able to turn this thing without ending up with dents in your fingers.
Right.
So, but I can turn this one. This one's not bad. But it does require a degree of force. And that force would be less if you had lubricated it. Now, I'm doing this real fast because I've done it for 30 years, but that's just about where I want the action to be.
So it's a matter of kind of just retuning the guitar to make sure that stays consistent. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. I mean, the sequence of events is to string it, adjust the neck, set up your action, and then do your intonation last. And the reason you do your intonation last is if the string is this high off the fingerboard, you are pressing it more than if the string is that high off the fingerboard. And when you press it, you stretch it. So you set the intonation for the action, for the neck adjustment and for the action.
Okay.